What's popping? What's popping? You see, when I was probably like 10, 11, I had an aunt. She used to take us to a place called St. Vincent. It had no windows. That motherfucker had no windows, but it was an all white building. It had used clothes, used toys, used cameras, everything. And I just remember I used to love going. I still remember the smell of that place. I used to love going to that place. And to this day, like going to an antique shop, that shit is like heaven to me. The way people look at Lambos, the way people look at a penthouse, that's how I look at an antique shop. Man, I look at my penthouse like it's a warehouse. That's how I look at it, because starting next month, I'm going to be using that as my photography studio. That's going to be my studio, you know, where I bring in models, bring in, everyday people, and create the work that I want to create. That's how I look at it. I don't look at it for pleasure, because my end goal is to be in something that's antique, something that was built a long time ago or recently built, and it has that antique look. That's always been my style. I need that vintage. Everything in my it's just hard to explain. Even the car, like the 68 Mustang, I'm getting the Mach 69 Mach 1. Like the cars I drive, the car I drive now, to me it's a work car. Even though it's made in the 2000s, I don't look at it like that. I don't care how many miles I put on this motherfucker. I don't care, because the cars I'm really into, it's them classics. It's nothing like vintage. And this place, man, like I just saw all kind of shit. That's why I'm so glad these places exist. Like go to your local antique shops. Especially if you're into art, man. If you're into art, like you're gonna get so much inspiration. You're gonna get so many props from this place, especially doing photography. If you just getting started, start using props in your with your artwork. Go to the vintage shops. Use what you got until you can get what you want. I don't know how I be thinking about this shit. I'm from Louisiana. Like, all I want is some crawfish. That's my new saying, bro. When somebody try to do some bullshit or whatever it is, look, I'm from Louisiana. All I want is some crawfish. But I'm gonna say that again, man. Use what you got until you can get what you want. You feel me? You want to work and you want to use your money to get what you can get. So if you can't afford a $500, $600 camera, cool. That's why you got these local antique shops. Yeah, you go get a used camera. Yeah, you might have to press a certain button to make another button work. You might have to do that. But I promise you, there's one thing I promise you. When you able to buy a new camera, you're going to appreciate it so much better. You're going to appreciate it so much better. You never want to rush to come up. You never want to rush to come up. For example, I got a call today from my mechanic. He said my car be done next month. And I said, okay. I've been so patient, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. I wrote down the life I want to live, and it's very simple. I wrote it down, and I'm sticking to it. I'm not rushing. I'm not going to get buy another old school car before. I almost did that. I almost bought another old school car before mine is done. I almost did that. I almost made a fatal mistake. Being impatient. You cannot be impatient in this game. You have to use what's around you. Use what you got. And it's like, stop saying, oh, it's nothing around me. I live in buttfuck Mississippi. It's nothing. Man, look, trust me. If you go looking, you will find. You will find a camera. You will find some paintbrushes. You will find a guitar. You will find a piano. You will find a saxophone. You will find a trumpet. You'll find these things. Yeah, they might be in like less shape, but cool. it's going to make you appreciate when you get that new trumpet, when you get that new saxophone, when you get them new drums, when you get that new guitar, when you get the new camera. Man, you get a new camera, that shit damn near gonna make you cry. That shit go damn near make you cry. I'm telling you. You know, when I was homeless, like in 2019, I sold my camera. I sold my first camera, and I cried. You know, I sold my first camera, man. And then when I finally bought a new one, I was just so happy. You know, but like I say, that's why I'm mentoring. That's why I got a guy right now. I started this morning. We had our first Zoom call, and to be able to help a young beginning photographer start his career in photography, like that's the best feeling to me. It's like I'm restarting again. You know, it's like I'm restarting again, because I made a lot of mistakes when I first started. Like I say, I quit my job, all that shit. I made a lot of mistakes, you know, and to help this dude go the opposite way and get there much faster than I did, I'm telling you, it's gonna feel good, you know. And I know I have more mentees in the future, but I'm just so happy, man, because I'm always a student. I'm always a student of photography. I still watch documentaries. I still take notes. I'm always a student. And that's the fun part. When it's something you love, you always have to go back to being a student. I don't care what you're learning. When you master something and you try to master something else, you know, now I'm mastering mentoring, helping out other photographers, and not just building my career, you know. And like I say, I'm so ready. I'm using what I got now. I'm using this penthouse for photography studio. You know, back in 2018, I was using my uncle's man cave for a photography studio. I had models coming in and shooting. You know, now it'll be mine, because you know why? I took a sacrifice. And stopped shooting for like a whole year to get my money right, because, you know, I quit my job. And then I said, you know what? It's time to go in. So now I'm in the penthouse, and I'm about to use that as a photography studio, and I'm so fucking happy. And I'm gonna bring y'all on this journey with me. You know, when my car come in next month, I'm bringing y'all on this journey with me. I'm not going by myself, because, look, man, I don't even talk this much. So you know I'm in love with what I do. I don't even talk this much, man. I hate talking, but when it comes to the arts, when it comes to all the creators, man, it's just in me. So listen, use what you got. Don't complain about what you don't got. Start searching your environment around you, you know, and then slowly level up, you know. So let's get it.